name is Lily Hunter. I am 26 years old. I am a guitarist and guitar teacher from Baltimore, Maryland. I guess it was never really like a decision that like, as of this point, I am now going to be a professional musician for the rest of my life. It was more like, what do I want to do? Well, I kind of just want to play guitar.
Classical music is a career that's pretty much, you got to stitch it together as you go. So Lee teaches at 3 or 4 music schools. She has some private students. She plays weddings and parties when she has the opportunity. She gives occasional performances.
For pretty much anyone who's going to have a career in any sort of music, teaching is going to be a part of it. And it just kind of lucked out that I actually do like to teach. What I like about teaching, it's fun to see people get really into it, especially if they've never done it before, and to sort of see them discover an instrument that, you know, obviously I know really well. It makes you think about things in a different way. Music is something that is universal for, you know, someone who's been through a natural disaster or a tragedy. You know, maybe it gives them a way to kind of deal with it a little bit. It's what it did for me, anyways. Music became a really big part of my life when my mother passed away. I mean, music's very much a puzzle, and so you can solve maybe how to work out a piece and get that sort of satisfaction when maybe you can't solve how to work out other things. I believe very much in sort of musical outreach and spreading music into communities that maybe don't have access to it in the same way we do here.
For a long time Lee was born in Asia, and she has had an interest in Asian affairs and also quite an interest in doing something with her music in the way of outreach. So beginning about a year ago, she started looking into various programs that she could work with using her skills in some way that might benefit international communities.
I focused mainly on teaching a ukulele class to about 30 kids at a rural elementary school. And they had some sort of music program a couple years ago, but they're in the region of the Philippines that was wiped out by the typhoon. So a lot of their supplies and instruments and things like that were just gone. I did a lot of fundraising for this. And my main goals while I was over there was just to give them enough of a foundation that they could continue once I'd left.
The Mobile Music Now idea, concept, came out of a trip to Georgia that Lily and I took. We went down there and we had a fantastic time performing at a retirement facility. The residents were so engaging on the plane ride back. That's when we were talking about, how can we do this? How can we put our spin on this?
The majority of our events have been at senior living homes. So our main goal was to either be able to offer a completely free program or a low-cost program to some of these facilities.
We were enthralled by the engagement, talking to people, sharing what we had to offer. I think we're just looking for sustainability.
Yeah.
We want to be able to sustain. We want to be able to reach.
We always said we don't want it to be like a huge organization. So I mean, we want to keep it just.
We want to cater local.
Yeah.
We want to cater to the people that we interact with within our community.
The idea of sharing music is very important to both of us.
Music expresses what words cannot sometimes. It bridges culture, it bridges age, it bridges what else? Socioeconomic status. It's the connector.